Welcome to Alberto's universe. This is Ascension Chronicles number 5, The Dark Night of the Soul. Whoa, I suddenly delivered a doozy on part 4. Uncovering the different stages of low consciousness and the mechanisms deployed by the control system to keep us from being our natural selves could certainly demoralize even the strongest among us. I thus felt the need to bring hope into the picture. For today's discussion, I had originally intended to finish addressing the other parts of the consciousness map, the high consciousness stages. But after reviewing part 4, I realized that I may have to give a little hope. Perhaps I gave you too much to take at once. Perhaps I left you in a difficult position. This is especially so if we consider that you're still developing the tools that will take you into high consciousness. Therefore, I ask you to forgive me. I'm not here to lead you, nor to push you, but to walk side by side with you. Let us then ponder what we know so far. We know that the control system is pervasive. It is all around us. That it is absolutely designed to keep us from raising our consciousness. Thankfully, this is all irrelevant to us. To us who are beginning to break away from the system's low consciousness chains. Unfortunately, our loved ones are probably still unable to see through the lies of the system. And it is here where the emotional challenge resides. Throughout our lives, we have used what we knew to help those we love. We attended college, for example, to provide a better life for our children. We learned about food quality to ensure that our families grew healthier. When possible, we shared whatever we knew about finance with the intention of helping our friends improve their retirement experience. And like those, there are many more examples. Our help to others was often welcomed. Yet, for the first time, we can no longer help. When it comes to raising consciousness, many people are simply not ready for it. In fact, some may never be ready during this lifetime. This may be the case even for those closest to us. Not because we were born in the same family does it mean that we all will reach the same spiritual point. Spirituality is decided by you, your higher self, and by your families, their own higher selves. Each one selecting a different time or a different path. A path that may not go where your path does. Understanding this, that you can't help your loved ones anymore, is sure to break our hearts. This is the point where many of us experience what is referred to as the dark night of the soul. It is the moment when we come to realize something that shreds our hearts apart, something that will demand lots of meditation, lots of dedicated inner work. In my case, this really hit me hard. Realizing that many did not need my help, no matter how well intended I was, became incredibly difficult to accept. I'm a natural teacher. I always offered what I knew to everyone. But offering help in mundane things is one thing. Offering help at the spiritual level, that's a completely different scenario. Realizing that as a spiritual being, I had to respect others' free will, put me between a rock and a hard place. Yes, it is easy to help anyone, as I said, with mundane problems. But helping on matters of the soul and consciousness demands respect of free will. And since people do not walk around with a sign announcing when they will be ready for ascension, I struggled to cope with understanding what to do. I struggled to just witness others fall for the traps. I didn't know who needed me or who I could assist. For the first time in my life, I understood the workings of the soul and the universe, yet I was unable to share it with anyone around me, the people I knew. Pushing ideas that others did not want, that their higher self didn't want, in other words, violating their free will, ended in argumentative battles that only served to lower our collective energy level. My energy level went down, their energy level went down. As a natural teacher that I am, this revelation made me literally cry. My wife asked me what was wrong with me. I said to her that I was now alone. I meditated for weeks. Soon, though, the universe gave me an answer. It is possible to respect free will while helping those in need, even when not knowing who needs help or when. See, instead of approaching those who had always been around us, family members, friends, it is better to create an intention and offer to help and then wait for those who are ready for the information to come to us. In our materialistic world of low consciousness, we grew accustomed to see intrusion, arguing, and confrontation as normal. We invade others' space without thinking twice. That was the only way to participate in any market of ideas. That was the only way to share what we knew. But in a higher consciousness world, we manifest our intentions to teach what we know. We share these with the universe. Our intentions have a resonance. The universe listens and then distributes the signal to those with a matching need. People needing what we provide are thus attracted to us. In my case, my intention to help others attracted new people. The first one was introduced to me by his father. He did not know why, but when he felt the need to stay, converse, and open up to me, soon I realized he was a starseed, a beautiful, wonderful starseed. Someone who was in deep emotional pain. And that's because he felt different to everyone else. Throughout his life, no one seemed to understand him. His spiritual pain had transformed into physical illnesses. Illnesses that the doctors could not explain. He had actually been hospitalized. Interestingly, helping him understand his life, who he was, why he was here, all explanations from the universe. Completely stopped all illnesses, and he soon found joy in his life. He no longer needed me. But I had made a great new friend, and I was left very happy to see the results. Still, the universe did not stop there. More and more wonderful people came into my life. I no longer had to force conversations on anyone. No arguing or debating. By the way, as you raise your consciousness, you will see that arguing with someone actually drains you. Only the fluidity of peace from the universe remains when you manifest, when you express your intentions to help others. In other words, magic happens. Always at exactly the right time. So be ready. Remember that a higher consciousness allows us, and we had discussed this before in the previous part 4. A higher consciousness allows us to better interpret the messages from the universe, from God. I invite you to create intentions for that which you wish to happen. Remember from part 3, the Mandela effect, that you have free will. Remember that you can choose the timeline that best suits you. By simply modulating your own resonance, by creating intentions that come from love and joy. By modulating your resonance, you choose the timeline that brings those who need your help to you. No arguing, no debating. They come ready. As you learn the ways of the control system, then there is no need to fall for its traps. We were told that competition is fantastic. Everybody should strive to be a winner. The problem is, as you raise your consciousness, you realize that competition is confrontation, which is not cooperation. So now, attract what you want instead. The path of spirituality is a beautiful one, and it certainly is not a path of loneliness. On the contrary, you will meet many more wonderful people on the same path to a higher consciousness, just like you. You will always feel loved because the universe is all creation. The universe is all based on love. Thank you.